You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
My petty partner.
Remy Ma is in the building.
That's right. Here.
Now, Remy, you came in here and you told Envy that,
We're not cool.
You're not cool.
We're not cool. Everybody, I was sitting outside while you guys were finishing, which I was doing. And Easy came out. He had to go grab something. He said, "Oh, what up, Ram?" Kept it moving. Ange came out. "Hey, Ram, how you doing?" I was taking a picture with Prosa. You come out, Queen, what's good?
Yep.
This light-skinned dude come out.
Yep.
He act like he don't see me sitting there. Like, now
Remy was talking, and the lady was giving me health tips.
The thing is, Envy's afraid that you're going to make dildo jokes in front of people.
Why would I do that?
No, that wasn't it. Let me tell you, last week I got a phone call from Remy, right? And Remy says, "I don't know why these guys want me to turn back to the old Remy. I'm just going to have to start fucking people up again, Envy." And I said, "Rem, what did I do?" Said, "Why would you play the audio that wasn't released?"
That's a fact.
You know what I did? I said, "That was Angela Yee. That wasn't me."
Now,
First of all,
let's talk about what really happened.
He's lying.
Yeah,
I already
you
know
lied
he's
when I
lying.
said
Lying, right?
First of all, I already know what happened was I said, "I'm a nice person now. I like the new me."
She did say that.
That's what I said. I said, but for some reason, I feel like people disrespect the new me. I've never been this disrespected in so many different ways ever in my life.
She said that.
Perhaps if I went back to the old me,
He said that.
this wouldn't be happening. I said, "Envy, the record doesn't come out yet. Why would you?" He's like, "Oh, I only played it one time." And just so you know,
I
it
didn't say I
sounds.
played the clip.
And
it was distorted.
This is what he said. Just so you know, it was distorted. It sounded horrible.
Why would you play it?
Hold on.
So why the fuck would you play it?
I
Like, are
agree,
you
Rem.
dumb? Why would you do that?
Why would you do that, Envy? Let's answer that question.
So
Why
then
would
he
you do
started blaming it on. He was like, "Well, actually, I didn't get it." Like when I was like, "Well, who gave it to you?" I mean, I can't reveal my sources. Oh, really?
Like this the 90s.
But
He's
after
still doing mixtapes.
after I asked him why would you play, and it was just so he was like, "Well, actually, I didn't initially have it. It came from X, Y." I was like, you know what? Buy and
Envy was copping, please.
Just buy.
Oh, so Envy told you. You finally didn't tell who?
No,
I
then he
said-
started
He's not
blaming it
gonna
on
tell.
other outlets.
TMZ had it first, and we played the snippet
TMZ didn't
that
play it.
TMZ
Exactly.
They had quoted some of the
Exactly.
lyrics,
You guys are not helping.
but they didn't
They didn't play it because it was so distorted. They
because
didn't
I
wanna
was like,
play
"Oh, we
it.
got to report this." Envy said, "I actually had the audio."
Oh, they're gonna just throw me under the bus.
So basically,
I mean-
it ruined your rollout a little bit.
No, not really, because like
It
the
was
the
distorted.
people that was reporting it, they were reporting it with false information. Like there was no grand alliance of me and Kim trying to get together. It was just two dope rap chicks getting together, making a dope rap record, and that's just what it is.
Well, this is going to be my only question about Nicki. Please clear up the rumors that this is a Nicki Minaj diss record that you and Kim have done.
Did I give you permission to ask any of your questions?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Like,
Ram.
you said I got one. Like, like you'll hear the record. Like I don't understand how many times do I have to tell people like. Envy, Charlotte, you've known me for all of you in here have known me for years. I have no problem
Calling
writing
you
my like I don't like I'm so over that. I'm past that. I'm like in a good space. Like I feel like everything happens for a reason. Right now, what I'm doing right now is what the record is. It's just a dope record. I think Kim is an icon. I think she should definitely be paid way more respect than she is. To me, she's like, the Madonna of the whole, female rap. I can't think of no chick in rap that can't say at some point they weren't influenced by Kim. And I just thought it was dope to have her on the record. Like, she sounds amazing on the record. When I heard the record, I was like, I got to get Kim on this. Like, that's just what it was.
Do you think there's any benefits to being the old Remy?
Yes, I do.
What is the benefit?
People like Envy to stop playing with me.
I ain't playing with you.
That's
Remy.
one.
As
That's
soon as Remy
one.
called, I said, "Rem, I know."
But a lot of them don't know the old you, though, right?
And that's good. That's a wonderful thing. I actually like being the new person that I am now. I've grown so much. I've matured so much. I know so much. And I don't care about a lot of stuff. Like, I think the younger me, it's not even the older me, the younger me, I didn't care about anything. Like, and I didn't care about repercussions. I didn't care about consequences. I didn't care about whatever it was, that's what it was. And I still have that mentality when it comes to certain things. But it's just I don't care about stuff enough anymore. I have different things like this music to some people in this industry. This is everything. Like all they think about is records and charts and this and that. Like I don't care. Like when I was going for 7 winters and 6 summers and I was sitting there, I wasn't in there like, oh God, I can't wait to get in the studio and get some headphones. I need a beat. No, I was in there like, yo, Thanksgiving is coming. I wish I could go eat with my family instead of being in the mess hall. Or like, yo, it's a nice day. I wish I could go with my kid to the zoo or something like that. So my priorities is a little bit different. Like I'm blessed, and I thank God that I'm able to make the money that I do and take care of my family and live nice. But if I never made another record today or tomorrow, I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna go and be on all type of medications, ready to kill myself.
You're just happy to be home.
Yeah.
But you're still a lyricist and you're a rapper and you're competitive.
And I'm dumb nice. What happened?
So when you hear Nicki Minaj releasing records and it seems like
He said
throwing
he said the
shots,
name again. I didn't.
now, as a competitor, because you are a competitor.
I want to see y'all do this when other people sit here in the interviews. I know they give y'all a list of names that you can't even mention.
No one
at
does
all.
we don't
that.
even do
I
those
mean,
interviews.
I don't
do
do
those
them.
interviews.
Like that's that. I don't do it because I don't care. But when I hear people, regardless of who is, first of all, let's just be clear. I don't sit around and focus on females. When I make music and when I write, I make music because I want to just be great overall. I want the hoes to hear it and be like, yo, I tell people all the time, this is one record that I got on my album that I cannot wait till it comes out so I could go see Jay-Z and be like, so what did you think about that? What did you think? Kind of nice, right? Like I want the Kendricks and the J. Coles and the M's of the industry to be like, yo, Shorty's nice, she went in. Like that's how I think. I don't be sitting around here worrying about what just one particular sex is doing. Like that, it doesn't make sense to me.
Well, congratulations on the deal.
Thank you.
Multi-million-dollar
Thank you.
deal with Columbia.
Thank you. I'm still cringing over the fact that they put that out. My whole life changed. I begged them. I'm like, please.
And around the holiday season
Please
too. One time.
don't
Every
do
family
it.
member, everybody. Oh,
I mean, well, strangely, no one really has my number like that because after I went away, like I kind of figured out who was who. So no one really has. I was saying like, now I got to change my number. Then my nephew was like, nobody has your number. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Everyone calls Papoose like, yo, I need to reach
Yeah,
Remy,
so
Remy.
so that's what they're doing. Everyone's calling Pap, and he's cool with it. He handles it well.
And you have a new manager, right? Vince
Yes.
is your manager now.
Yes, I have a new manager.
How did that happen?
I don't know. It just happened. Well, what happened was I had been doing everything independently, and me and Pap was pretty much doing everything. And I feel like we did a great job. Like we were able to get a double platinum record, a gold record. I won, BT Female Artist of the Year. I had 2 Grammy nominations, Soul Train Award. So I feel like we did great with just me and Pap doing it. So I'm like, if we get somebody in here that really knows the business, they have their little connections and everything we do, we could take it, somewhere else. And I had a list of people that I went through, and he was just the one that was just like, he was on the same wave that I was on. Like he believed in everything that I was doing. He understood what I was trying to do, and he respects me. And that's pretty much how it came about.
Will he be
nervous 'cause
distracted now since he's going through his divorce situation?
I have no idea what's even going on with that situation. I stay out of married folks' business as everyone else should do. It's
Absolutely.
not. It's definitely not my business at all. Period.
did you get nervous at all that he wasn't like as much into rap as he into R&B and pop and some of the other stuff?
No, actually, that made me even more happy because sometimes when people are stuck in one genre, one thing, I wanted to do things that were out of the box and that was different and that's not cookie cutter. I don't want to do what everybody else is doing, hire the same team and the same people. You're gonna get the same results. So I was actually glad that he was from a different realm.
Let's go back to this Lil' Kim record. A young woman named Kaya. You might have heard of her. She commented that we don't need no super friends, no girlfriends, no mega weave hoes latching hair together like the Doublemint twins, trying to get extra power to be trying to roast and toast anybody.
Who is that?
I don't know.
So why are we even talking about it? Like, why did you feel like? That's
Don't
serious. Like, I'm not even
don't
trying to be
hit the
funny.
messenger rim. I'm just.
But why do we? Was that like in the comments on IG or something? Like,
She's saying, why is this relevant?
Oh, got you.
who is the person? She like,
Kaya, my neck, my back.
oh, the rapper girl.
The rapper.
Oh wait, what did she say? Let me see it.
She said.
She doesn't even hear this.
There you go.
See, that's the old Remy. See what she say? That's when Rem goes to old Remy.
Yeah, and she also referenced. Your
She also said that
fertility
Look
issues.
at
Charlamagne-
Charlamagne
Yeah, she went to Charlamagne.
instigating.
Saying, yeah.
See,
Oh, okay, here we go.
this is the things that the old Remy wouldn't have to deal with at all because they probably know like there'd be a possibility that I'd find you and go like. Sometimes people just talk because they have lips. At the end of everything, this is the problem I think with women in the industry. We don't need no super friends. We don't need. First of all, no one's banding together against anybody. Like I don't need anybody to band with me to do
You
anything
just did a
to
song.
anybody. But exactly. But all of that, obviously, talk about Pat. Like, I don't know. Why does everybody feel like if they want to say something about me or towards me, they bring up my husband's name? Like, it's not my fault that my husband is popping, that he loves me to death, and that he waited 7 years for me to get it. Like, I tell people all the time, like, my husband is amazing. He's great. But I got to be pretty kind of, popping for him to sit around like this and wait 7 years for me to come home. Like, I think a lot of times people, they envy and they jealous of what they don't have. So instead of just saying something nice, they try to say something negative or they try to get attention. I don't know why. I've never met that lady a day in my life. So I don't know why she would feel like, that maybe she was giving, I'm going to go on the record and say maybe she was giving false information. And that's why she made that comment.
Do you like My Neck, My Back, though?
Look at this.
Yeah, I like that record when it came out. Yes.
Word.
When it came out.
You know what else insults me, though, is like when people say Pap writes for you. And I'm like, Rem was nice before there was a Pap in the picture.
My husband is amazing when it comes to writing. But we have these arguments all the time. Like, we have a very different style of writing. I tell him all the time, like, babe, you write really good, but I make great songs. And I'm actually kind of nice on my own. Like, if people think that because I'm with somebody that I would even allow that, like, why? I don't need that. Like, I was actually doing, when I met Pun, was Pat writing my rhymes?
Exactly.
Like, Pun gave me a whole song on this album. When I did Annie Up Remix, when I didn't even know a Papoose existed, was he writing it then? When I did the whole Conceited, whatever, Feels So Good, that
Remy
whole album.
Yeah.
When I did, the whole Terror Squad project, like, they sit in the studio with me and they're all amazed, just like he says all the time, like, yo, who you think you are? Like, yo, I swear, if I wasn't married to you, I wouldn't think that this was you. I purposely, when I record my album, I purposely go into the studio by myself because I don't want him in my ear. Like,
Right.
I was telling somebody yesterday, like, I'll come up with something, I'll be like, yo, my shit just hot dog, you gotta catch up. He'd be like, yeah, that metaphor was up, but I think you should have added, like, you must've did this, and I'd be like, bruh, like, stop. Like, he drags it. And Fat Joe is just as bad. Like, if I'm doing something, he'd be like, say for instance, like when we was doing All the Way Up, and I was like, hop in the helicopter, Uber, and say, he was like, Rem, could you just stop it for a second? It sounds good, but I think you should say it like Uber. So I'm like, I can't with them. I really can't with them. So I literally purposely duck out, sneak out on them, go record, and then I let them hear everything.
And Pap got two different rap styles. Like, Pap is more underground with it. Like, the funniest thing was at the VMAs when I said, Pap, who you feeling nowadays? And Rem just jumps in, Big Daddy Kane.
But that's how he is, though. Yeah. That's like if you were not like born or out in the 80s, early 90s, like, you are definitely not in his top at all, period. Like, he listens to all old school rap and he be in the car bumping it. Like, me and the kids, we be in the car like, really, bro?
Now, when you finish songs, do you sit in the room while you play it for Pap and for Joe, or do you feel like I don't want to sit there while they listen to it?
Oh, no, I'm good. Like, here, there y'all go. Look what y'all missed. And I play it and I watch it. But the crazy thing is they don't never give me their real reactions. They wait till I leave out. And then I'm like, oh, my God, that was crazy. Did you hear that? And Joe will be like, you can't say that in front of your wife because, she'll get gassed or whatever. And Pap's like, yeah, I know. I don't really tell her nothing. Like, they feel like I'll get too gassed or whatever if they tell me anything. But technically, I'm like, neither one of y'all is better than me when it comes, but,
And that's the reason.
So what's your gauge then?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you know when you got some phenomenal bars?
Like, well, I look at everything from a fan standpoint before I look at it as an artist. I think as artists, sometimes we get a little gassed and we think just because we did it or you got a little buzz, everything you do is going to be hot. Like, no, I look at it, if I wasn't me and I heard this, what would I think? And it's times that I do records, I'll be like, nah, this ain't it, trash it. Like, I thought it was sounding good when I was laying it down, but it just doesn't sound good. I think sometimes when you get into that space where you think everything you do is good, like, that's when it becomes a problem. I don't think everything I do is good, but you guys would never hear it.
Mm-hmm. Like, who's EP
ever.
in this album? Is it Fat Joe?
Yes, I'm the Fat Joe EP.
Joe's EP now.
Are there songs that you would like to put out, but you feel like your fans don't have that expectation for you? Like, they want a certain kind of, I want to hear Remy like this.
Absolutely. I definitely think that, I think a lot of artists have that, to where you have your core fan base and they want to hear certain things from you. And you kind of got to ease it in every now and then, give them a little bit at a time, because you just bust out. If I bust out and I got a whole singing album or something, they be like, nah, Ram, you're wildin'. What are you doing? What is this? And it could be something that I've been doing, but you got to stay consistent with what the public sees. So,
you know what I wanted to ask, and this is a long time ago. I'm just curious for myself. When you released Sheetha, there was rumors that you couldn't get it cleared and it wasn't on iTunes. Was there a problem with that?
And Nas wouldn't clear it.
Yeah, Nas wouldn't clear it.
It was on iTunes forever and a day.
Okay, so it wasn't
like
no problem.
forever on the charts on iTunes. Like, it stayed at number 2 for like a week, and then it was like in the top 20 for I don't even know how long, and then it still was on the charts. Like, so That's not actually what happened. But there were forces at work trying their damnedest to like get it ripped down from everywhere. Like on SoundCloud, it probably had like 3-5 million like in the first 12 hours. So whoever, was over at there, they got it taken off of outlets like that. But it was never put out to be charting. It was never put out to make money off it. It was never like that wasn't the purpose. I didn't care. Like when people saying when I don't care about something, I just don't care. And that's it. And I'm telling you, I don't care. And this is why I did that. What's up?
Did you pray before you put that record out? Did you think about how God would look at you?
Nope. Sure didn't.
I just remember when the song came out and everybody was going crazy, and I was
CIAA
I was out of town, yeah, and I was getting my makeup done, and we had to like sign up for some service or something like that, or that we had to like do all. But we went through all of that while we were sitting there, like we got to hear the song because everybody's going crazy on it, and I had to like go on and sign up and do all this extra stuff, but. I always remember we sat there and played it like
everybody. Whenever I run into anybody, they always tell me exactly what they was doing when this record came out. Like everyone remembers for some reason exactly what they were. Well, I was in the tub smoking a blunt. And then I was on the highway and I pulled over. It was a great moment for hip hop, regardless of what people may think. People have their biased opinions. I feel like they feel like just leave me alone.
You made us look stupid that day too, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, because I was actually texting back and forth with Nicki that morning, and she was asking me. She was saying that we were gassing up a problem between y'all two. And I was like, no, I don't even think Rim got an issue with you. I promise you, I said that day.
Morning, he hit me, was like, yeah, I told him. And then an hour later.
And I hit her back like, my bad, I didn't know.
We're just going to ignore the week before that when I came up here and I distinctively told y'all and everybody else, like, nah, bro, like, everything's cool. Like,
that's why I was telling her.
Yeah, but then I don't give a Can we talk about something else?
Yes, we can.
Because any slow, like, so I can contain, like, the other me. Every now and then she keeps it, like, she's underneath my skin right now. Like, tell them to shut the fuck up. Don't care about this shit.
Was there
that's what the inner me is.
In your head to stay independent?
It wasn't necessarily like, oh, I got to stay independent. It was just like, while I was away, I did my research and I started, thinking more of this as a business and me as a brand and as just more than just being a rapper that goes in and makes songs. So when I came home and I was moving around and I was doing what I was doing, I was like, I realized I didn't need a label to do what? Like, what did I need them to do? I gave y'all the list of things that I was able to do by myself, with just me, my husband, and whatever Joe or everybody, brought into the table without it. So when a situation did arise for me to go with a label, it had to be something that made sense. Like, if I own my masters, why would I give you my masters? Like, what are we doing here? Like, or if I'm making money already and I'm making all of my money, why would I do that? So, like, the deal that I have right now is very unique. It's amazing. It's another situation why I hire Vince. The whole team at Columbia, Sony, they all fuck with me. Like, they really rock with me. Like, if I go into a meeting, everybody from, the secretary at the front desk to the head of the company is in my meetings. All of them. Right. Not just when I first got there, and not just when I signed on every aspect. Like, I learned who everybody's name is and what their positions is and what they do. And, it's cool. It's a great place. It's a great thing when you have people that want you to win and people that believe in you. A lot of times people jump into situations because it's about the hype and they're just like, yeah, I'm with a label. Like, nah, I'm over here. Well, what are y'all going to do that I can't do? Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much what they show me. Okay, this is what we can do. This is how we can help you. And so you feel comfortable. This. Like, I just did a whole asshole full of time. I don't never want to be in a situation again where I feel locked up or where I feel confined or where I feel like I can't really move around or do what I want to do. And my deal is like perfectly situated for somebody like me.
How therapeutic was 7 Winters and 6 Summers? Like, do you think that, because that was such a big part of your life, do you think that this finally, like, you know what, I can put jail behind me, so to speak, after this album?
I mean, absolutely. Like, a lot of people, they don't understand how when you go through something like that, it's traumatizing. Mm-hmm. I spent most of my adult life in prison. Mm-hmm. And I became the person that I am now because of what I went through. And when I speak about it, it's not because I'm proud of it or because I'm bragging about it. It's like, I want to help you not go through this. Or if you are going through this, this is what you can do afterwards. Because it's a lot of people that it may not be directly them. I don't know nobody on this planet Earth who never had somebody that they love or that's in their family that's never been arrested, never been to jail, never ever, like nobody that they know. So, it's things that happen to me that I share it so that maybe I could prevent other people. And there's times people come to me, they're like, yo, I just got out about a year ago. I couldn't get a job. I couldn't do this. I couldn't do that. Like, it's hard for me. But seeing you do X, Y, Z, it gives me the strength to get up every morning and still try to find a job. Or still try to, so I don't do something else to go back. Because the way they got it set up is definitely set up so that they keep increasing their recidivism rate. Like, they want you to go back.
Like Meek Mill just ended up having to go. We had a whole debate about that up here where, you know, obviously like the assistant district attorney didn't feel like he should have had to go back to jail. They recommended no jail time. But for some reason, the judge had some type of vendetta against him is what it seems.
The problem with that is, all right, take me for instance. I did all the years that I did. But after you get out, I still have 5 years.
Parole. Yeah.
Not parole, no. Parole is when, if I was on parole, I'd have been off like a year and 2 years ago because it only goes as long as your sentence. What they doing now, they put this thing post-release supervision on top of it where for 3 years or 5 years or however many other years afterwards, you can't do nothing. Like, I literally have a curfew still. I have a curfew of 12:30 like every day.
Until when?
Until 2019.
Sheesh.
And I got out of prison in 2014. So they're banking on in 5 years, you gonna do something.
Gonna mess up one time.
You gonna come in late. You're going to have a drink. You're going to smoke. You're going to do something. You're going to go out of town without having permission. You're going to do something. That's a long time. 5 years. That's like saying 5 years. Do you think you'll get pulled over in 5 years? Like, even getting pulled over for whatever the case, you miss a stop sign or whatever the case may be, that's police contact. So anything like that, and it's like they set it up so that you go back. And it's sad that, you know, when you're a celebrity, it's even worse because people are paying attention to you. Like, I have people that be like, oh my God, like other people who are in the same situation as me. Well, I seen on her page that she was in XYZ. I asked for permission to go see my grandmother and I didn't get it. Like, bruh, stop it. Like, I have a whole job. It's not my fault that my job entails that I travel around. Like, it's hard sometimes when you're trying to be good and you're trying to do the right thing. It's like no matter what you do, you never finish paying your debt to society.
And
like,
even if it's not your fault and something happens.
Even if it's not your fault,
like even with Meek
fault.
in the airport, they said they asked for a picture. He didn't want to give them a picture. And then they started some type of like altercation and the cops were called.
Even if it's not your fault, it's your fault.
All right. Well, Meek was failing drug tests and stuff too, though. You've been walking a really
no,
fine
I'm not. Listen, I did a lot more time than Meek did. So I'm not trying to even put myself in a situation at all, period. Anybody that knows me that knows that prior to me going to prison, I was the female Snoop Dogg. Like, I do not touch anybody's marijuana at all. I don't even want it around me, accidentally get in my system. I don't know, because that's just not something that I want. I don't play with these people. And I try to tell people when I see some of these young kids, they be like, well, what's your advice? Like, don't even give them a reason to be around you. Don't get locked up for nothing. Once you give them that power to be in your life, like girls be in relationships and they call the cops on their man, like you just open up a whole door of craziness and then wonder why you got to keep going to court. But it's over. We're back together now. Well, you shouldn't have called the cops on them, stupid. Like, what are you doing? Like, stop playing these cop games. But it's bad. It's bad. I feel bad that he has to, do all that time. But he probably should have been, more nicer to me when he was up there talking about what he told me and what he didn't tell me.
Oh, damn,
Rem. Jesus Christ, Rem.
Rem.
Why you had to throw the color purple on this now? Ain't no good gonna come to you.
Nah, I'm kidding. I would never wish jail on anybody. It was a joke. I was supposed to laugh and then keep it moving.
You and 2 Chainz cool yet?
I never had a problem with 2 Chainz.
He said y'all did.
No,
when he was up here.
He was lying. I was looking at him when he said it like I should call him right now. But like, why are you lying? I asked him a question, which is a very valid question. I rock with you, right? Mm-hmm. I talked to you outside of this. We've had instances where we was, you dragged me down to the sticks in the woods in South Carolina, risk my life.
South Carolina.
So I feel like we're cool. So if me and somebody else has a problem, and you allow them to come on, you say this is just your show. I'm keep Angie and Envy. Envy would definitely do it because he's the ops. But somebody come on your show, you're not gonna let them. I don't think you just let them go stupid, dumb, crazy on me without be like, well, I know Ram and she's cool or whatever the case may be, because that's what you're supposed to do. So my thing with him was like, yo, bro, you was promoting this record going mad hard, and this shot is being thrown at me on your record. Why would you do it? That's like if somebody came to me and I'm cool with him. I know him since he was Titty Boy, and I told him that. Like, I know you when you was Titty Boy. I came home and you was 2 Chainz. Prior to that, I know you from that. We was on tour at one time. Why would you have somebody shooting at me out of your vehicle? If me and you is cool and somebody do a drive-by on me out of your car, we got beef now. Yeah. We don't have, I'm just letting you know how it is. We don't have beef right now, but it just wasn't. He's like, nah, we gonna talk, hit me up, call me. We never got to speak, but me being me, it would be corny of me to see him and not say nothing. I had to say something like that. That wasn't cool. Like, and I'm pretty sure there was other opportunities where people had that change. And I know for a fact they was like, nah, not over here. I've seen it happen. When I did the Annie Up remix years ago when I was a kid, God rest the dead, Prodigy had his beef with Jay-Z at the time. I watched Dance and Fame of MOP like, not on this record, you're not doing that. And that was before they was signed to Rockefeller, anything like that. It's just like, yo, we cool with him. We're not going to let you come on our record and shoot those shots at this man on our record. Like, we just not doing it.
Roddy was on Annie Up?
You never heard it, did you?
Yeah, they took him off.
Yeah, that's the whole point of the story.
Right. And it's not like, not saying, he's like, but what was I supposed to do? Like, take it off? Yeah! Or is it here? Change it. Out of respect for me, change. I'm not letting somebody do that. Like, it's plenty of times people get around me and they try to talk crazy. Like, they'll be cool with one side and then feel like if they're around me, they got to talk crazy. Nah, I don't want to hear that because you probably was not talking that same talk when you was on that side. Like, I don't care about stuff like that. Like, people get around certain people and feel like they got to act a certain way. Like, bruh, please. You don't got to do that. You just don't. So when he was doing interviews saying, oh, Ram, this, and I'm like, yo, that was a whole private conversation. Why did you, what type of guys do we got out here nowadays? Like, I would never do that. Like, I've never told anybody about that conversation that we had at all, period. And we was at a big concert and Trey Songz was there and Meek had just walked by. So people seemed like, standing there talking, but I didn't leave there like, yeah, and then I said this and this and that. And he was like, I was just confused as to why he even felt the need to talk about that.
Because she took a shot on the record. We was like, well, was that awkward or uncomfortable?
Did you know about it?
Did you know about
right.
it? I mean,
no, I didn't ask him. I watched it. He brought it up.
I don't remember what happened.
You elaborated. It was elaborated on after, but me as a female, I get it when females do certain things, but I hang around a lot of guys. So when I see guys doing certain things that the guys that I grew up around and that I hang around don't do, I just be so confused. Like, why?
But you grew up around a lot of murderers and killers and shooters.
You're right. You're right. Absolutely, I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't have any nice guys around me. They was real cool, but I tell you one thing, they was 100. They wasn't acting like girls. They wasn't doing anything that was not manly, wasn't stand up, and that you couldn't, hold your nuts on. That's just the people that I grew up around. So when I move around today and I see a lot of the ways these guys be moving, is very female-ish, very woman-like.
All right, now let's talk love and hip hop for a second.
What?
I like that y'all don't be having no issues on that show at all, right?
No.
With each other. Because I find that a lot of times people go on these shows and it affects their relationship. It seems like y'all film and don't even really think about it afterwards.
We don't even care. Like, they have to, catch us. They're like, could we please get you guys twice this week? I'm like, all right, fine, whatever, we'll do it. But,
Papoose had on a hat, and he had a picture. There's a picture of both of you under the brim of the hat because we were watching it, and I was like, "Is that a picture?"
Yeah,
of the two of them under the
he's
brim
like
of the hat?
Mr. Black Love through and
Love.
through. Like it's to the core. Like I'm not gonna tell you, it gets on my. He be like, "Dude, why are you mad at me? Cause I love you." When people see, I'm like, it's not that. It's just you be milking it. Like you be really dragging it. Like
we were watching the show. I was like, "Is that them under that picture?"
Nah, he's gonna continue to do love and hip hop.
Well, this is the thing. The reason why I originally did it was because, and I tell people this all the time, when I came home, people were scared of me. Honest to God, people were afraid of what I represented. They didn't really know what I represented, and they just used to act weird around me. And I couldn't figure out how I could get people, to listen to my music and to take me as this new person that I am. It just wasn't clicking, and Pat would be like, he'd be like, babe, people, I don't understand how you could go in a room and sit down and talk with people and they don't love you, and you walk out the room like, yo, I like her. I'm like, I agree with you, but how do I get them to get in the room first and sit down and listen to me? And Mona and them had reached out to us when I was actually still incarcerated, and I was like, I don't want to do it. I'm stressed out. Get out of here. I don't want no cameras in here. But when I came home and I did my research, I started looking at their viewership, the numbers. I'm like, all right, if I could go on here and show people a whole nother side of me, not the walk around the metal detectors, the Annie Up, the this that people think is only me. If I could show them, I'm a mom. I had my son when I was really young. We grew up together. like from a teenager. So, I'm a mom and I'm a daughter. I have a mother and I have sisters and family members that I take care of, and I'm a wife and I have this whole relationship going on. There's an inkling of a chance that people might see me as a human person. Mm-hmm. And I mean, everybody else on there is a little bit batshit crazy, so it also made me look a little bit better than I probably would have looked anyway. Right. And it turned out cool. So when I was last season, I was like, I'm gonna focus on my album, this, that, and the third. But we had just had the situation where I had lost the baby, and a lot of people was wondering like where that was gonna go. And I found out so much about that, like with me exposing what was going on with me, and I just felt like I needed to elaborate on it. And I just wanted to. I feel like there's nothing like what me and my husband bring on TV at all. Period. Reality TV, sitcoms, anything, like it's just not. Everybody knows, like. People who do know us, they know what it is. And people who don't know us, they see that as real, that is authentic. So, even when I was like, this is not something that I want to do anymore, I felt like there would be a void there. So I was like, all right, put another comma in it and I'll do it.
Another comma.
It complicates things a little bit, though, because like you got women out here saying they're having babies from Pap.
Who?
You don't remember that was going on?
Are you dumb, Charlamagne? First of all,
I didn't say it was real. I just said that they were saying that.
You don't remember when Pap turned into Inspector Gadget after that and dissected that whole story down to the biblical. Mind you, a lot of people was like, "Oh, I'm sure Remy made him do that." I didn't care. I was laughing because I was in one spot for 7 years. If anybody wants to send me any letters, any emails, wants to tell me anything, it's cool. I had been home when it came. That was last year. I'd been home 2 years. What happened was it's not till people start saying, "Hey, Black Love," and they're doing
seeing
this
you on
and doing
TV,
that.
yeah, exactly.
And now you start coming out like, "Miss, I really don't care." Like at the end of everything, that's not me. But he was like, "Nah, babe, I'm not letting somebody walk around and just throw dirt on my name. We're not doing it." But what I told him, my reason for ignoring it was because we live in this world now that's so social media influence. Anybody who says anything. They could say right now, "Hey, I got a baby by DJ Envy."
Or Envy had a dildo.
Envy had a dildo, a
Yeah.
9.5-inch dildo
in his butt.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I like 9.5-inch dildos in my butt.
You didn't
I
see
believe that.
Shut
up. Like if they said like he had a baby, he would have to. He would probably feel, and there were people like, "Oh, you got to respond to that." Nah, that gives people who shouldn't even have a voice a platform. You got to reply to every single time somebody feel like they want to just get a couple of minutes
and it makes
of
the story
fame.
Bigger.
Like, nah, I'm not even doing that. You gonna make me find you. So stop. But he killed that thing like in 1 second, like, but he would not stop. Like it was like all night, like, nah, I'm gonna find her Facebook and I'm gonna find this. Like he was hunting people down.
Catfishing.
But it was people that the crazy thing was people from wherever she's from, her own time that was DMing like, "Yo, I know her. This is her baby father. She did this to people before, this and that." She just saw. I'm just like, but now it's over. Like fans come in, they be like, "Can I get a picture?" He be like, standing right there. Like it's bad now.
Yeah.
Like he be leery about taking pictures with people because it's like this was somebody that came to mad at his little appearances or his shows or whatever.
Little appearances. Stop it, yo.
Come on.
Oh
Stop
my
it, like,
God!
stop it.
Listen, this is what y'all gonna do. You gotta
That's
stop
messed
hanging on
up,
every
bro.
word I say because I'm gonna start with you first. Charlamagne could hang for a little bit, and she not even gonna get involved. You know she don't want no problem. You though, I'm gonna tear you up. Stay in your lane. Stop it. You're not built for this verbal warfare. You're not.
You did lose one friend though.
Well, not really.
Rashawn. I think that's her name, right?
If you lose somebody, they really probably never was your friend at all. Like I'm the type of person. If I love you, I may not like you anymore, but I'm gonna always love you. I'm gonna always have love for you. I'm never gonna go out of my way to make lies about you or to try to bring you down or whatever the case may be. I'm just never gonna do that. Even when I hear certain things that's being done and being said, like it actually hurts me on the inside. Like, wow, I would never do that to somebody. I just wouldn't. Not somebody that I actually love or that I care for, that I call my friend or my family or whatever. I just wouldn't. Some people, there's like no boundaries. If I love you, I'm gonna. Even when me and Joe was going through what we went through, I always loved him. I didn't like him for a little while because he was getting on my nerves doing stuff that I didn't like. But if you genuinely love somebody, it don't just cut off like, "Oh, I don't love them anymore." You may not deal with them, you may not mess with them anymore, but it's just certain things you're not gonna do.
To be vindictive
I would never do that.
Afterward.
I would never. Like I have so much things like that I could just do and just be like, "Oh, did we want to play this game? Let's do it." That's corny to me. That's corny. I didn't even ever pick up I won't even pick up the phone and be like, "What's going on with this?" I will literally, "Oh, you acting crazy?" That's it. And it's over. Anything you do after that, it doesn't matter to me.
Was Pap like, "I warned you"?
Pap always be ready to say, "I told you so" on anything. Like that's his thing. Like if I tell him, he'd be like, "Oh babe, you shouldn't wear that jacket. I think it's gonna rain later." And it rains. I got on my fur coat. He calling me like, "How's your fur doing?" Like, like he lives for "I told you so" moment. But I'm the type of person, you could tell me 1,000 times that Angela Yee is a thief. Don't hang around her. She steals from everybody who she's around.
That's not true.
If she's never been around, if she's never stolen anything from me, I'm going to give her that bit because I know how that feels to have somebody. Like, people did it to me for so many. Oh, Rem is this type of person. She's like this, she's like that. And a lot of it wasn't true. Some of it was, but a lot of it wasn't. Like, that wasn't the type of person that I was. So I'll give you that benefit of the doubt. If you end up burning me and you steal from me, then all right, cool. You just proved everybody right. That's all you did. You just proved everybody that I was arguing against for you on your side. You just proved all of them wrong. And I'm okay with being wrong sometimes.
And I think everybody can say people have said things about them that aren't true. So that's why you have to give other people.
Nah, but some people got a lot of things that's being said about them.
Yeah, now if it's somebody close to me that I trust that says this person did this to me, then yes, I believe it. But if it's just some like social media.
But that's true in a way because there's some things that people would do to you that they would never do to me. And vice versa. There's some things that I would do to another person but I'd never do to you. And that's just that. And that doesn't mean that because I did it to them that that's my character. It's just they warranted whatever hand I dealt them. So you can't base somebody's actions on what they did to one person across the board because you really don't know, the backstory behind that. But yeah, I don't feel like I lost anything at all. Like I learned a lesson. You learn, you live, and you learn. Is there any love lost? No. Genuine love? No. Because if you genuinely deal with somebody, you rock with somebody, that's what it is. I scratch my head sometimes like, why would you just be lying? How you over there? Wasn't you just over here with me? All right, cool, whatever. Like, it is what it is.
Were you insulted when they said you had plastic surgery?
No. Insulted for what? Like, I'm still waiting for the before after pictures. Okay, what happened? What's going on? Like, I can't even leave the 5 boroughs without permission. I've never left the country since I've been home. With DR, Columbia, where did I go? Please.
Cardi got hers in the Bronx.
Like, wow.
No, she did. She sold us.
That's crazy.
Oh, the Queens.
I think she got the butt shots.
The butt shots in the Bronx. Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what Cardi said. Cardi said she might die any moment.
I love Cardi. That's crazy.
But that was before when she was a stripper and all the strippers were getting their butt shots in Queens.
That's crazy though, and that's that's one of the reasons why people like, oh, I be surgery shaming. Like, nah, it's people out here that be trying to live up to these images that they see somebody who's got doctored up, and then they take a picture and doctor up the picture, and they're trying to look like that, and they're trying to do it on whatever budget that they have, and it ends up in places in somebody's basement and ends up messed up. Like, so I'm never gonna promote, something that I just don't believe in. The same way I feel like there's a whole big epidemic with kids and younger people and even some of the older people that really should know better with, pills and stuff like that. Prescription, it's crazy. You'll never hear me in the song talking about I'm popping this and and that's not what I don't think that's cool. Like, I literally went to the emergency room one time and they have a whole, how the pediatric section used to be a bunch of little sick babies with colic and earaches. Now you go over this, a bunch of teenagers trying to recover from Ozan on pills. It's crazy. It's crazy and nobody says anything about it. But when you say something, it's like, oh, you a hater, you hate. I'm not hating. I'm hating on you because you want to do drugs. Nah, I'm hating on you because I see what it's doing to kids and people that's around me that I know and that's like in my family. That's like, it's crazy. It's bad. Nobody says nothing until it's too far gone. They be like, yeah, I remember when such and such. Like, nah, it's not cool. And it's happening to people in the industry that have OD'd and overdose on pills, or they have these issues, they have these problems, and everybody makes it like it's a joke. It's not a joke. The same way when people die from having surgery, then everyone's like, oh my God, why did she do that? She was beautiful the way she was. Like, nah, when it's happening, when it's cool, y'all acting like it's all right. If this not that I be shaming on, it's just not something that I did. Like, I literally ask anybody that know me, I starve for a living. I need to lose weight. Operation Starvation goes into process. Like, I've been starving.
It's not healthy, Rim.
It's cool though. But it's not, neither is me going to somebody's basement in the Bronx. Neither. That's true. I'll take my chances with not going to Popeyes this week. Okay, like, that's just me. If you choose to do something else, if you ask my opinion, like, anybody who knows me, I've spoken to my same friends who sit here and say and beg them, why would you go to a country that you don't even speak the language and get something where you're being put to sleep? Do you know what they do to people down there? You think they're gonna call your family like, hey, like, they're not gonna do that. They're not doing that. They're gonna wheel you out in a wheelbarrow and toss you out somewhere, and that's gonna be that. Like people, they don't think. Some people just think about instant gratification. Like, I know it's never good. That's what's wrong with everything, the industry, everything. People don't want to work.
Right.
People don't want to put in the time. Like, I'm sitting here with y'all not because I want to be here at the crack of dawn, getting up out of my bed to come here. It's because I got to work to get where I want to be. People be like, oh, I posted it on my page. I promoted my song.
Right.
No, that's not, but
Get
like,
out.
no. But why you think when the lottery come around is for crazy amounts of dollars, everybody run out of pay? Because people want to be rich fast. Nobody really wants to work and put in no work. So you gonna get what you put out. That's why you go, you get these, you gotta go back again, you gain weight again, or you end up walking around talking about I could die any day. Like, I don't want to walk around feel like I'm gonna die any day. That's crazy.
What advice have you given Cardi?
Oh, I talk to Cardi every time I see her, like literally, and I do it with if you ever run into Cardi, use Dej Loaf, Young and May, a Cash Doll, any of these girls, anytime I see them, I'm the queen of giving advice. Not because I think I'm just this know-all to say, but I've been through so much and I've seen it. So I be like, listen, you can't be out here putting your hands on people. They're gonna take your money and then they're gonna put you in jail. Stop doing it. Okay, you're in a relationship with people. Don't listen to what people saying in these comments about you. Like, oh, you only with him for this or he only with you for that. It's none of their business. Like, so I definitely try to listen. Anything anybody say to you, don't answer any questions about this and this and that. No matter how many times Envy try to ride and throw it in there, don't answer it. Like, just stay in your like stay over here.
Always Envy.
Oh, it's him all the time. All the time. You just said, I'm going to ask one question. I'm going to leave it on. He comes, well, I just want to know. Nobody want to know but you. You don't want to know that. Did somebody text you and say that to tell you that? Like, what's wrong with you?
I want to see you and Rhapsody do a record, man.
I like her.
She's nice.
No, I like her. We did the Title X performance at the Barclay a couple of weeks ago, and she came out and she had on her snorkel and she had on her Air Force Ones. I was just like, oh, I remember those days, and I could just wear my Air Force Ones and my snorkel, and I didn't have a whole team in my ear. Like, ma'am, could you look sexy today, please? Could you just today, and the next day, and the next day. Like, so I just think she's dope. She stays true to herself, and she killed it. Like, she did a song that nobody even know. Everybody was in there like, oh, like this. It's
she's a
hard.
spitter like you.
I like her. I met her twice. I met her 2 times, and both times very humble, very nice. Like, I like her.
Now, what about this album? We heard the record with Kim you released yesterday.
Yeah, Envy played it for us.
We heard about the Chris Brown
record.
record.
I know the distorted version.
Thanks, G. We heard about this Chris Brown record.
Mm-hmm.
So when are we getting an album? What's the date?
I don't really know what's the date. The album is ready whenever it's ready, but I
is it
feel
ready?
like,
Is it done?
Listen, what I just said. What's wrong?
Are you dumb?
Right.
Jesus.
When are we gonna get this album? I mean, the album's ready, man. I'm not sure when it's gonna come out, but the album's ready. Is it done? Do you know what "it's ready" means? Do you know it? Like,
no, he doesn't. That's why he plays the
yeah,
distorted versions
I know
on the
your
radio.
wife be just smacking you in the back of the head all day, like, like what's wrong with you?
You see why you got to take a dildo to a nigga like that,
right? Yo, nah, listen.
That's funny.
Listen, it's hilarious. Nah.
That's funny.
So anyway,
all right, Remy, thank you for joining us, man.
All dildos aside, seriously. The album is actually, but I always go when I hear stuff. I be like, all right, we're gonna take this out, we're gonna put this in, or you could always, until it's actually out, you could always alter it and change things up. But I feel like a lot of times with artists, we just focus on the album. Like, no one really cares about the album. They care about each particular record.
Right.
And I told you I'm getting on my business savvy thing. It's about these streams and how many, like, so when you look at somebody like Chris Brown, who's on my album, and I love him to death, who puts out 45 records, it's because he wants those streams. He wants to be gold in 2 days.
Yeah.
150 streams, 1 second.
Like, yeah. So I mean, it's you got to think a little bit smarter now. Like, sometimes we get caught in how we were thought of, like, oh, waiting for the big album or waiting for a Pac album or waiting for, like, those. It's not like that no more. Those days are over. So you wouldn't know that. You don't really be in the clubs and stuff like that moving around. You be here. You're a different type of DJ. I like you though. You're cool. I'm not gonna stop with you. You shouldn't have played that distorted clip. That's it. I planned.
I'm in the club every week.
So does that mean you're gonna charge Envy double for a verse for his album?
For his album?
Yeah, he's doing an album. You didn't hear the single with Fetty Wap?
No, I didn't.
Text your number.
The second single with Derez
With
Deshaun
Derez
Hardaway?
Deshaun? Yeah.
No, he didn't call me for that.
Mm.
Envy don't rock with me no more. Like, let me tell you, there was a time when me and Envy, we be in the same clubs. People would be picking on him because he was the light-skinned guy in the club. No, he's a cute guy. I give him that. He's kind of cute guy or whatever. And they'll be picking on him, and I'd be like, chill. That's my man. Like, leave him alone. I help sneak him out the back door. Be like, here's your money.
You saved his life.
Like here's your money.
Made sure promoters paid him.
Oh, my goodness.
Here's this. Like get out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's been times that this is. And now, so I don't understand now why in 2017, when I be hearing certain interviews, I'm like, Dag, why Envy not going mad hard for me? Like, I thought we was cool. All right, I'm going to just have to wait till I get. So I've been actually waiting to come here for the past 6 days. Like, I can't wait to get up there and ask Envy, why you be trying to shit on me now? Envy, like, I'll be on the Instagram and on social media going mad hard. Nobody can say nothing about his wife. I met his wife. I could count on my hand how many times I met his wife. You say something about Envy's wife, Envy's my friend. I'm gonna go in her because she's a nice, sweet lady. Like she don't really want no problem. She just want to post all her Hermes bags and her Chanel bags and all her fly shoes that Envy, has to make sure that is there.
And
but
technically, you paid for some of that stuff. You making the promoters pay him when they didn't want to pay him.
Oh my goodness.
I personally think, like, at this point, like, I used to think it was Envy that was doing it, but I really feel like she's the man in this family. Ever since the dildo thing came out, I feel like it changed everything.
Of course.
Right. But I just don't understand why Envy don't be going mad hard. Why is that, Envy? When did we fall out? What happened?
You want to answer this question, or you want to
There
just
is no
apologize?
fallout. I fucks
You want
with
to just
Rem.
show
I
some
support
respect?
So
Rem.
why would you play a record that wasn't supposed to come out? You know it wasn't the release date for it to come out, and it was distorted. Why would you play it? Why would someone from the label have to call you? You talk to my husband at 6 a.m. while I'm asleep. His phone is going off all day.
Actually.
I swear to everything.
He just
6
hit me,
in the morning,
actually.
Charlamagne. Like, I had to think about it. Like, now that also, once again, now that the dildo rooms is coming out, like, he probably likes him funny. I don't know. Why are you getting him at 6 o'clock in the morning? But when you get this distorted record, you hit nobody. You tell nobody nothing. I didn't understand it. It just didn't make sense to me.
My segment is the People's Choice Mix. I didn't play it in my segment. Angela, you played it in her
But what you
segment.
can do to make up for it,
Oh, here we go. Let's make up.
since now you have the correct version of it, you can just play it for the whole entire People's Choice Mix.
Boom. Remy Ma mix this morning. How about that?
Thank you.
Pay some homage to Queen Remy Ma, damn it.
Thank you.
I wouldn't
can't
mind
play no
hearing a Remy
Papoose?
Ma mix.
You can play Papoose. We're one. We're one person.
Is he on the album?
We're one. Pap is not on the album. Please don't bring it up.
Why can't Pat make up Remy Ma album? I'm tired of
Fat
this
Joe's
now.
not on the album neither. They come at me every day like, yo, that's crazy. Like, word, we not good enough to be on the album. It's just
Pat
not.
wasn't on Platinos and
it's not-
Plumos either.
Listen.
Oh, man.
This is
Listen.
getting disrespectful.
Platinos.
How?
Pat got one of the best freestyles of the year that
How?
he did on Flex Show. He can't get a verse on your album.
Pap is dumb nice. It has nothing to do with us being like. Stay out of. Didn't I just tell you earlier? Stay out of married folks' business.
I'm sorry, Rem. You're right. I don't want no problems. You're right.
Like, I don't see Angie up here with her significant other giving him a mic.
Songs
I don't see, Envy. He felt so bad he went and made a whole podcast like just so he don't gotta bring her up here. Like, come on, stop. Stop it.
Is Cardi on
I'm
the
hitting
album?
Papoose now, man.
I'm waiting. I think we exchanged records and everyone has their things, but I really like to be in the studio when I do records with people. I hate to the bottom of my core when you just email and you just get it back. Like, I like to be in the studio. Like, when me and Kim did the record that we did, like, we were in the studio till like literally like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Did y'all
Like,
film
just
that?
chilling. No, we didn't.
Because I bet that conversation was
We
incredible.
didn't. Like, first of all, she's so cool. When I tell you, like, she had me, I had to go like this, like, pick up my pad and my pen and walk to the other side of the room. Like, I can't finish this as long as you keep talking, cracking jokes, and laughing. Like, we had so much fun, such a good time, and we took all the time. Like, actually, this is one of my gifts she got me. This is one of my little Fendi bags she got me, and then she got me this Fendi like gold picture frame. Like, she's just like so cool.
That's
And then like, I that's really like my girl right now. It has nothing outside of music. Like I rocks with Kim all day. So yeah.
Or salute to Lil Kim.
All right.
7 Winter 6 Summers coming.
What you want to say? You look like you want to say something.
I just want to say, I want to introduce your record. Can we introduce your record? That's what I wanted to say.
I mean, is it the distorted version? Is it like, I don't know. Is
Tell
there,
Envy,
there any other females you want to bring up anymore before my interview is over?
9.5 weeks.
Can we just introduce this record? That's what I want to do.
But, okay, right before we let's just set the record straight. Why would somebody say that about you? They could have said it about Charlamagne. They could have said it about why.
Oh,
why
Charlamagne got
you?
one of those too.
Why? I never heard that one.
Yeah,
We're not
no,
talking
No,
about that
Charlamagne
one
did
right
have
now.
a situation.
We're talking
He had a
about
glitter stick
yours
before.
right
He had a
now.
glitter stick
We're
before.
talking about you. And what's wrong with it? What's the big deal?
It's not true. That's the big deal. I don't like 9.5-inch dildos in my butt. That's the.
Whoa.
But how do you know?
Oh, you know what?
What inches do you like?
Wow. Yeah, how much
What
do
size
you like?
Because he didn't say I don't like dildos. He's like, I don't like 9.5 inches. Well, what size do you like? I just want the people to know.
Ladies
I'm
and
here for
gentlemen,
you.
Remy Ma. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're not gonna let her introduce the song?
Nah, he done with me.
No.
It's cool.
Introduce your record, Remy.
I mean, this is my latest record. It's off my album 7 Winters and 6 Summers. It's called Wake Me Up, featuring the Queen, Little Kim. Hope you guys like it as much as Envy likes 9.5-inch dildos.
Great.
Wow, we're gonna play that every time we play this
It's the
song.
Breakfast Club. Good morning.